Have you ever considered the idea of getting remarried, but felt uncertain about whether it's the right choice? Marrying later in life presents a completely different experience compared to when you were younger. There are key realities that many overlook until they find themselves facing unexpected challenges. Whether you have been single for years, recently divorced, or have lost a spouse, remarriage brings its own unique set of considerations that can influence your finances, relationships, and overall well-being in ways you may not have thought about before. In this video, we'll explore 5 crucial insights that can guide you in making an informed decision before remarrying after 60. These truths may shift your perspective on love, commitment, and financial security at this stage in life. Many individuals rush into remarriage without fully understanding its potential impact on their future, only to later face stress and complications they hadn't anticipated. By equipping yourself with the right knowledge, you can ensure that any decision you make leads to happiness, peace of mind, and long-term stability. Stay with us until the end, as these 5 insights could help you navigate this journey with greater clarity, avoiding unnecessary hardships and ensuring that any new relationship aligns with your values and needs. Whether you're seriously considering remarriage or simply weighing your options, this information will be invaluable. Now, let's begin. One of the most significant aspects that change after 60 is your financial reality. Many people assume that marriage at this stage is solely about companionship, but in truth, it also brings financial and legal responsibilities. If you are not cautious, remarrying could impact your retirement savings, Social Security benefits, pension plans, and even the inheritance you intend to leave for your children or loved ones. What may seem like a simple decision can unexpectedly alter your financial future in complex ways. A major factor to consider is how remarriage affects Social Security benefits. Many are unaware that if they receive benefits based on a former spouse's work history, those payments could be reduced or discontinued upon remarriage. This can be a surprising and sometimes difficult adjustment, particularly if those funds were a crucial part of your financial stability. Additionally, pension plans and survivor benefits often come with restrictions that may change if you remarry. If either you or your new spouse relies on pension income, it's important to review the terms carefully to avoid unexpected financial setbacks. Beyond government and pension benefits, there is also the issue of retirement funds and estate planning. Once you remarry, your financial responsibilities extend beyond yourself to include your spouse's assets, debts, and spending habits. Even if you choose to maintain separate bank accounts, state laws may still influence how assets are divided in case of divorce or death. This is particularly important for those with children or grandchildren, as remarriage can impact how wealth is distributed after you pass away. Take the example of Robert, a 72-year-old who remarried after being widowed. He had always assumed that his children would inherit his estate as planned. However, after remarrying, he discovered that his new wife had legal claims to his assets, which meant his children might receive less than he had originally intended. To resolve this, he had to navigate complex legal conversations and make adjustments to his estate planning to ensure his loved ones were protected. If you're thinking about remarriage, consulting a financial advisor or estate planner is a wise step. Understanding how marriage will impact your financial security, retirement plans, and future legacy is essential. These discussions may not seem romantic, but they are necessary to ensure peace of mind and financial stability. Beyond finances, another key factor to consider is the complexity of family dynamics. Marrying later in life isn't just about merging 2 people. It's about blending families with established histories and expectations. While love can bring 2 individuals together, family relationships may add layers of complexity that aren't always easy to navigate. Unlike younger couples who are building a life from scratch, individuals over 60 often have adult children, grandchildren, and long-standing traditions that can be impacted by a new marriage. One common challenge is how adult children respond to their parents' remarriage. While some may support your decision wholeheartedly, others may struggle with feelings of loyalty to a deceased parent, or worry about how this new relationship might affect family traditions, financial matters, or inheritance. Even when children genuinely want you to be happy, they may experience a range of emotions, from acceptance to hesitation or even concern. These feelings are natural, but if they go unaddressed, they can create lasting tensions that affect not only your marriage, but your entire family dynamic. Grandchildren may also need time to adjust to your new spouse. If they have grown up knowing you as the central grandparent figure, introducing a new partner could feel like a shift in their world. Some may welcome the change with open arms, while others may feel uncertain or resistant. The same considerations apply to your new spouse's family. If they have children and grandchildren of their own, blending family traditions and expectations will require patience and open communication. Inheritance and financial concerns can also contribute to family complexities. Children may worry that a new spouse could alter existing wills, shift financial plans, or inherit assets they assumed would be passed down to them. While your relationship may be based on love rather than financial considerations, these concerns can be very real for family members. Often, these conflicts are not driven by greed, but by a desire to honor the legacy and financial plans that were originally intended. Susan, a 68-year-old woman, remarried after being single for over a decade. She believed her children would be happy for her, but instead, she found herself navigating difficult conversations about inheritance, family traditions, and even where she would live. Though her children loved her, they needed reassurances and clear discussions to adjust to the changes brought by her remarriage. If you are planning to remarry, having open and honest conversations with your family early on is essential. Addressing concerns about traditions, estate planning, and emotional adjustments can prevent misunderstandings and ensure that your relationships remain strong. Being proactive in discussing these issues will help ease any anxieties and pave the way for a more harmonious transition into your new marriage. Marriage after 60 comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. While love and companionship are incredibly valuable, it's crucial to understand the financial, legal, and emotional implications that come with this new chapter. By taking the time to carefully evaluate these factors, you can ensure that any decision you make is one that truly enhances your happiness and secures your future. When considering remarriage, having open and honest conversations with your family is essential. Take the time to share your thoughts, listen to their concerns, and set clear expectations about what will change and what will remain the same. It's natural for family members to need time to adjust, and addressing any uncertainties early on can prevent misunderstandings or future resentment. The key is to approach these discussions with patience, honesty, and reassurance that your decision is about finding companionship while still valuing and maintaining the relationships you've built over the years. If you've been finding these insights helpful, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support allows us to continue bringing you meaningful content to inform and inspire. Now, let's continue. Emotional expectations in a relationship evolve as we age. Relationships in later years are different from those in our youth. Marriage was once about building a future together, raising a family, purchasing a home, and advancing careers. However, after 60, the focus shifts. It's not about starting from scratch, but about companionship, emotional support, and maintaining individuality while sharing life with someone else. This change in dynamic is often overlooked and can lead to unexpected challenges. By the time you reach your 60s, 70s, or beyond, you have established a way of life that suits you. You have your own home, daily routines, and hobbies that bring you comfort. A new marriage means integrating another person's lifestyle, preferences, and habits, which isn't always seamless. Some assume that finding the right partner means everything will fall into place effortlessly, but in reality, it requires understanding, compromise, and clear boundaries to ensure both individuals maintain their sense of self while nurturing the relationship. Unlike younger couples working toward financial stability together, later in life marriages often involve two people who are already financially independent. This shifts the foundation of the relationship. Love, companionship, and shared experiences become the driving forces rather than external goals. However, this also means that both partners must be clear about their expectations, how they want to spend time together, how they will handle conflicts, and how they will maintain their independence while fostering a meaningful connection. Past emotional experiences play a significant role as well. If you've lost a spouse or gone through a divorce, those memories and emotions don't simply disappear. Both you and your partner bring decades of history, previous relationships, family dynamics, and deeply ingrained perspectives on love and commitment. This isn't a negative thing, but it does highlight the importance of emotional openness, patience, and understanding. Your ways of communicating, expressing affection, and managing disagreements are shaped by past experiences, making it essential to navigate these differences with care. Consider Harold's story. At 75, after years of being widowed, he found love again. However, he quickly realized that his new relationship felt entirely different from his first marriage. His late wife had been his partner for decades, and their dynamic was deeply ingrained in him. Meanwhile, his new partner, having been divorced for years, valued her independence in ways he hadn't experienced before. It took time for them to establish a balance, finding closeness while respecting personal space, communicating without comparing the past, and embracing the uniqueness of their new partnership. If you're contemplating remarriage, ask yourself, what do you truly want from this relationship? Are you seeking companionship without disrupting your current lifestyle? Do you envision sharing a home, or would maintaining separate living arrangements work better? Are you emotionally prepared to blend two well-established lives? Answering these questions will help ensure your next marriage is built on mutual understanding rather than mismatched expectations. Beyond emotions, the legal aspects of remarriage are crucial and often more complex later in life. Marriage isn't just an emotional bond, it's also a legal commitment, and overlooking this can lead to unintended consequences. From estate planning to medical decision-making, there are essential legal considerations to address before walking down the aisle. One of the first things to review is how remarriage affects your estate and inheritance plans. Marriage can automatically grant your spouse certain legal rights to your assets, even if your original intent was to leave them to your children, grandchildren, or other loved ones. Without a clear legal plan, your estate may be distributed in ways you didn't anticipate. Many individuals choose to update their wills or establish trusts before remarrying to ensure that their assets are allocated according to their wishes. Medical decision-making is another critical area to consider. If you were to become ill or incapacitated, who would have the authority to make medical choices on your behalf? In many cases, a spouse is given priority over adult children or other relatives. This can create tension if your new spouse and children have differing views about your care. Establishing advance directives or assigning medical power of attorney can provide clarity and prevent potential conflicts before they arise. Prenuptial agreements can also be a useful tool for setting clear expectations and protecting both partners. While some may hesitate to bring up a prenup out of concern that it seems unromantic, the reality is that it can provide transparency and security for both individuals. A well-structured agreement outlines how assets, debts, and financial responsibilities will be managed, minimizing the risk of disputes down the line. Taking the time to address these legal considerations doesn't mean you're anticipating problems. It simply means you're planning wisely. Being proactive about these matters can ensure that both you and your partner enter the marriage with a clear understanding and shared expectations, setting the foundation for a stable and fulfilling relationship. Ultimately, remarriage in later years is a beautiful opportunity for companionship and love, but it requires thoughtful preparation and honest conversations. By considering emotional expectations, family dynamics, financial realities, and legal matters, you can build a strong, respectful, and harmonious partnership that enhances both of your lives. Imagine being in your late 60s and finding love again. Take Eleanor, for instance. At 67, she was overjoyed to have found a companion she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. But alongside her excitement, she had concerns about her financial assets and her children's future inheritance. She and her fiancé made the wise decision to have an open conversation about their financial expectations and drafted a prenuptial agreement that set clear boundaries. This gave her the reassurance she needed and provided clarity to her children, ensuring that her legacy remained intact. Addressing legal and financial matters early in a relationship may feel uncomfortable, but it is a necessary step to avoid misunderstandings down the road. If you're thinking about remarriage, consulting an estate planning attorney can bring clarity and prevent stress, allowing you to focus on building a strong and fulfilling relationship. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, drop a comment with the number 4 to let us know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. By turning on notifications, you'll never miss an important discussion about navigating life after 60. Your support keeps this channel going, helping us create content that empowers and informs. As we grow older, our perspective on happiness transforms. In our younger years, marriage often means creating a future together, raising a family, and striving for financial security. But past 60, happiness is about embracing the life you've already built and enjoying the present moment. Before stepping into remarriage, it's crucial to ask yourself whether this new relationship aligns with the happiness you seek at this stage in life. Many believe that getting married again will automatically bring joy, but the truth is, fulfillment comes from different sources now. For some, companionship and shared experiences are key. For others, maintaining independence while having someone for special moments is the priority. And for some, preserving their current lifestyle without compromise is the most important aspect. Understanding what happiness means to you today, rather than what it meant decades ago, is essential. One of the most common misconceptions about remarriage after 60 is that love alone will eliminate loneliness. While companionship is valuable, true happiness comes from within. If you're not content with your own company, a marriage won't necessarily fill that void. In fact, entering a new marriage with the expectation that it will complete you can lead to disappointment. Sharing your life with someone requires adjustments, and if those changes feel more restrictive than rewarding, you might question your decision. Another important consideration is lifestyle compatibility. By this stage in life, you likely have well-established habits. How you start your mornings, your travel preferences, even the way you socialize. These are aspects that contribute to your personal happiness. If your partner's lifestyle is vastly different from yours, it could lead to tension instead of joy. Some individuals thrive on spontaneity, while others prefer routine. Some enjoy quiet evenings at home, while others love being part of a lively social circle. If these differences are significant, it's worth considering whether you're willing to adapt or if those changes would ultimately diminish your happiness. Take Frank's story, for example. At 72, he met a wonderful woman and quickly remarried, believing companionship would fill the emptiness he felt after his previous marriage ended. However, over time, he realized that their lifestyles were vastly different. She loved traveling, while he preferred the comfort of home. She enjoyed large social gatherings, whereas he cherished quiet moments. Although they cared for each other, they struggled to find common ground. Instead of feeling fulfilled, Frank found himself longing for the freedom and ease he had enjoyed in his single years. Before deciding on remarriage, take the time to reflect on what truly brings you joy. Do you want a traditional marriage where everything is shared? Or would you prefer a partnership with personal space? Would you be happier maintaining separate households while staying committed? There's no single right answer, only what feels best for you. The most important thing is that your decision supports your well-being and happiness rather than disrupting the peace you've worked so hard to build. As we conclude this conversation, take a moment to think about everything we've discussed. Remarrying later in life can be a beautiful experience, but it also requires careful thought. Too often, people overlook key factors until they're already committed. Financial security, family dynamics, emotional expectations, legal considerations, and personal happiness are all crucial aspects that should not be ignored. Marriage at this stage isn't about following societal norms. It's about making a choice that aligns with your needs. Some people find immense joy in remarrying, while others realize they are happiest embracing their independence. What truly matters is that your choice reflects your values and enhances your well-being in the long run. If today's discussion has given you something to reflect on, take your time before making any decisions. Have the necessary conversations with your loved ones. Seek legal and financial advice. And most importantly, listen to yourself. There's no rush. This phase of life is about doing what brings you true happiness, not what others expect. Thank you for being here and for taking the time to invest in your happiness. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share one key takeaway in the comments and let us know how you plan to apply it in your life. Your insights matter, and your experiences can inspire others on their journey. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your engagement helps us continue creating content that informs, uplifts, and empowers. We appreciate your support and can't wait to see you in the next video.